a month you self-reflected and grown, and now you're laughing at the situation?
It was annoying me how they kept cutting to the back room and everybody fighting for a line. Shut up.
You came out the villa and you had a lot to say, so don't do that.
Justice for Grace. That situation, that setup was uncomfortable for her.
They said 1, 2, 3, Hannah.
That's when I was like, oh, he's spending on business, clapping everybody. Hey, step siblings, welcome to Between Sisters. We're sisters, yes, but more than that, we're two women figuring out life, love, careers, identity, and everything else in real time. Whether you've got a sister, always wished you did, or you're just looking for voices that feel like home, you belong here, where we give you real talk between real sisters. Real sisters. Hi, I'm Corinne.
And I'm Kayla.
And you're listening to the Between Sisters podcast. We just finished the Love Island reunion. We're talking about it. We're getting right into it. First of all, I loved Shelly's dress. To me, she was best dressed.
Really? For me, Olandria was best dressed. It was just...
Olandria looked great.
She looked amazing. And honestly, I think they were the best couple. I just liked how they complimented each other. They looked great together, her and Nick. Oh my gosh.
And I liked Ace's suit. I thought Iris looked great.
Me too. I don't think anyone looked bad to me, but the standouts for sure were Iris, Shelly, and Olandria.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, they looked awesome. Okay, we have been like taking notes the entire time. I didn't even put it on. I put it on like a little notepad because I was like, I'm here. First of all, thank God for Andy Cohen, because he had all the tea, all the receipts that we wanted. He asked most of the questions that we wanted to be asked. He even had the tea from last night, from Pepe's Live. Like, he had everything. He asked every single question that we wanted to. Like, I feel like he should be there every time because he isn't afraid to go there. You know, we watch Bravo, we watch Housewives.
Yeah, we know what Andy gives, and he gave it. Literally, when he asked Brian about the video, I was like, oh, yeah, he did his homework. Like, he was really watching. He knows what's going on.
And he wasn't afraid to ask.
Yes. He wasn't picking sides. He was like, what's really good?
Right. He didn't pick really sides. He held people accountable. He came back at it like, thank you. Somebody had to do it. He ate that. We loved it. Okay. Brian saying that it was a lapse of judgment for that video. I don't know. It just felt like, to me, it felt like Amaya and Brian were more casual than everyone else was made to believe. But they said they were exclusive in the show, but it felt that they were more casual. So I feel like when that came out, it was like, we have to say something.
Yeah, it felt like they just kind of, brushed that question off.
Yeah.
Like, she was laughing a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like, okay. But then they did unfollow each other today on Instagram. So.
Well, that's something must have happened.
Yeah.
They filmed that like last week or something.
Know, but I'm like, maybe they were waiting for the episode to come out and then they can unfollow each other and like stop faking,
because it was awkward.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is awkward when you ask about that and you're just sitting there. I feel like it gets awkward a lot with them. So like, I felt like that's why. Maybe they're just awkward together. That's their vibe.
I don't think so. I think it's just not at that level.
Yeah, I think everyone was holding it to a certain level that it wasn't was. They met like a week before the finale, so they literally were just meeting each other and getting to know each other. Exactly. And I don't think that people should fault them for that.
No, they just started getting to know each other for real.
Yeah, they literally were coupled up for like a week, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Iris saying she had a closure convo with TJ and Pepe and Hannah talking. I thought they all handled that very maturely at the reunion. Everyone was just kind of like, yep, we talked, good about it, congratulations. Even though TJ posted a little TikTok today or last night about Iris and Pepe breaking up, literally everyone broke up. Like, it's like there's 3 couples left.
Yeah, literally.
But he like posted a little TikTok about it of him kind of like, I don't know.
Trying to get some clout.
I'm like, I don't know if he was doing that like, yes, she's single, or told you so. Like, I don't know. It could be both ways.
Yeah. No, I think everyone handled that maturely. I like that they all took time to, like, once they came back and were like, okay, let's go get closure for this situation so we can come back and do what we're doing over here.
Yeah.
I like that Iris and Pepe both did that, and it was very clear because both Hannah and TJ were like, yeah, we got the closure we needed, and I'm happy for them. So everything was clear, laid out. I like that for them.
Because Sierra's always talking about how she wants to have a conversation with Nick and Alandria. Nick and Alandria is kind of like, it's closed.
It's closed.
There is no conversation ahead. So they're on 2 separate pages with it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they were able to be on the same page and kind of move past it. Now, I want to go in order because I don't want to miss anything.
Go ahead.
But Nick did say during the reunion that he was kind of like, Sierra was being messy.
Yeah, and when he pointed that out first,
I was like,
oh! Like, he clocked it. Like, yeah.
I mean, Nick has been messy too. Nick didn't get any lashings.
No.
And I love Nick. I think Nick is hilarious.
Yeah.
But, it is like, okay, you've been in there sleeping with this girl,
Yeah.
So maybe she's like,
I feel
can I have at least a conversation? Like, even though what she did was terribly wrong, and it's like, you kind of don't, I don't owe you, but I understand where she's coming from with that.
I feel like she would have gotten a conversation if she wouldn't have made that messy post.
Right. It was her starting to be messy that I think turned everybody off of it. Like, all right, you're being weird. Because everyone came out and started being weird.
Yes.
Because they was trying to get clout off of social media, trying to look better off of social media. And it's like, don't do that. You would look better if you were like stand-up person.
Exactly.
And I think that's where the whole talk, like, okay, I had to talk with TJ, okay, I had to talk with Hannah. I feel like that's why people aren't so critical of that situation than
they handled it well.
Sierra.
Yeah.
One thing I wrote down was I missed Ace's comedic relief when he was in the back room before they came out and someone said something, he started busting out laughing. I said, Ace used to be such a good comedic relief. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chris and Huda. Huda, first of all, Huda refusing to speak on her relationship. Girl, you've been on red carpets, you've been on Twitch. Like, who cares?
I don't know. I just
who cares?
She was so quick to be like, oh, Netflix. It's like, all right, girl. Like,
but
I don't know.
No one cares.
No one,
just
like,
say it or don't. But
like,
you're on Twitch. Like, I don't know. But Huda, and this was a continuing subject to me across the entire reunion. But it started with her and Chris's situation.
Yeah.
For someone saying that they've grown allegedly for these months. For this past month. We can't tell when you're just laughing off every toxic behavior and situation that has happened to try and make it look like you don't care. But it makes it look like you care more. And it kind of makes us scared.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, like, we're scared.
And honestly, Andy called it out.
Yeah.
I've grown so much. Andy said in a month you self-reflected and grown and now you're laughing at the situation.
to laugh shows like immaturity towards it, and it shows like a lack of remorse.
Yes.
And it shows that you don't care about how anyone else feels.
And it was very disrespectful, honestly.
Yeah, it shows you don't care how other people feel. You don't care about racist things. Like, I feel like that whole, I mean, we're going to get into that, but to me, that gave, I don't care that about racism. That's what it gave.
Or racism, mental health, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
And it's like, obviously she probably does, but when you're treating it in that manner,
like a joke,
it's like, okay, come on now. What are you saying here? Right. What do you really believe? Because you've obviously been made aware of this. But anyway, we're gonna get into that. Chris and Huda. Chris saying he doesn't respect the way Huda handled herself outside of the villa and on the podcast about him. Huda kind of being like, I don't care.
I mean, it's the same nonchalantness that she was trying to portray, but it just didn't come off that way. And again, disrespectful to everyone's feelings involved. Like, you do care. Clearly, you came out the villa and you had a lot to say. So don't do that. Don't turn around in front of these people now and just be like, oh, whatever. Like, come on. Like, just be mature about the situation. That's all.
Yeah. And then Olandria and Nick, I wrote down Nick saying whatever she wants, I want to make sure it happens. I thought that was very nice of him to say.
Yeah, it's so sweet. And clearly he does, because like she said, she wanted to go to Greece. They went to Greece, you know? She wanted to be a model. They've been doing shoots. Like, you can see that he really cares about her and values her. And is trying to make her happy. I think it's the cutest thing ever. I really like them together. I feel like tonight, all the rumors of, I think this is fake and everything, I feel like they shut that down. Because the chemistry between them, so natural. You can just see it, them sitting next to each other. So natural.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nice thing of him to say. And I also thought that Andrea clocked that the haters were obsessed with her. I thought that was very true. And I feel like that's true across a lot of people on that stage. Like, it is, okay, all you do is tweet. Like, I have not talked about Love Island since it has ended, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here and there you see like the stuff happening online and stuff, but to every day get online to hate and spread racist tweets and stuff, it's like, dang,
obsessed
every day I totally understood where she was coming from. And that's where I put Nick clocking Sierra for seeking attention. Well, that's what he said.
Look,
that's what he
I'm not mad
said.
at it. I'm glad they were being open and clocking it.
Okay, they brought up the curse of going exclusive with Ace, Shelly, Taylor, and Clark. But I also feel like that's a system they set up.
Thank you for saying that. Yes.
I thought Ace and Shelly should have won. Just like, they were the strongest couple at that point. There's 100%. Like, they should have gone to the finale and they should have won. They were the strongest couple at that point. Their dumping was shocking to me. And even Taylor and Clark and Ace and Shelly were some of the only real couples at that point. But throughout the past the episodes, that's kind of the system they had set up, even though that's more in the beginning and they're saying, okay, well, we have explored and this is what we want now. I feel like the viewers were still viewing it as how you set it up.
Yeah, you set it up that way. Every time it was something strong, you were always talking about, well, someone needs to explore, someone needs to do this. So it was really, I was shocked when, I think, who said, I think Ace or Shelly was like, people were doing Love Island wrong, you know, the voting and everything like that, like the viewers. And I'm like, that's how you guys were voting too. So I don't know. I think if anything, this whole season was then wrong, but that's kind of the system y'all set up.
Yeah.
we were going off of your lead.
Yeah.
Really.
Not me. I voted for them. I voted for Ace and Shelly to stay.
I did too. I voted for them to stay. But like, if you're going off of that, it's like, hey.
Yeah, I do think that that's kind of, but even seeing the unseen clips of them deliberating about Hannah, it's like, that's kind of how it was set up.
Exactly.
Like, oh, well, she's found a good connection, so she could go home.
Right.
So then that's what happened again. And that's unfortunate because that's not what we wanted. We did not want to see couples that were not even together in the finals. We wanted to see people who were together. Right. No matter how we felt about the people in the couples, it was just, we wanted to see the couples. So
next season, don't do that, y'all. Like, vote for the couples. Anyway.
Yeah, it got weird. Online, it got weird. That's what I'm
saying.
It got super weird. And it got super racist super fast. This whole season has been like a race.
It's disgusting.
Propaganda. It was vile.
Yeah.
And it honestly is sad to watch. And I feel like some people's actions feed into it. And that's kind of where it's like, I can't give you grace anymore.
Yeah.
And I will give you grace to the end. Until now, you're dangerous.
Yeah.
You're dangerous to be around for some of the others, you know? Okay. Because it's like, don't play with me. Stans, like, don't play with me. You're being very dangerous. Those people online are being very dangerous to be around.
No, for real. It's scary. Like,
yeah.
What they were doing, and I'm glad Olandra brought it up. Like, what they were doing to her, it's insane. Like, why did you even think of doing that?
Okay. We're going to get to that.
We are.
Okay. Taylor's apology to Alandria. Alandria clocking. You know, I'm looking at my notes. We just watched it.
We have notes, literally. Yeah. We have all these notes.
Alandria clocking what she saw that Taylor saying he wasn't physically attracted to her.
Yes.
Taylor apologizing and said, "We homies." And Alandria was like,
her face was like,
okay. I feel like Taylor doesn't understand that is hurtful.
I don't know what he thought, to be honest, because I'm just like
even you saying that, but then like still pursuing me is hurtful.
Yeah, it's hurtful. And I feel like even in the apology, or when they were trying to get him to explain himself a little bit, he was still like, yeah, well, I was still trying to grow to it. And she was like, why would I want someone to grow?
Yeah. So I think he didn't understand that.
Yeah, it just wasn't connecting.
Yeah. But I think that, you know, him and Nick are friends. That's all it needs to be. Alandra does not need to be your friend if she doesn't want to be your friend. Yeah. And I think that he's not trying to be her. Like, I think that they just...
Yeah, keep it separate, and that's just that.
I was shocked that Andy called out the conspiracy theory of Shelly and Ace. Like, knowing each other and like planning this thing. Mm-hmm. They swore Ace was a producer.
Literally, they did.
They was online every day. Like, Ace is a producer. Mm-hmm. They knew each other. They came on here and tried to act like they weren't going to be together to end up together.
When really, like, obviously they didn't. But if that would have happened to me, and then, you know, I walked in there, I literally would be like, okay, this is my soulmate. That's how I would feel.
I would have thought it was a sign.
Yeah, I would have thought it was a sign. So, but I'm glad they still played the game, they explored whatever. But I would have thought it was a sign. I would have been like, oh, God's telling me something. This is my man.
If I came in there and I saw somebody, I would have been like, oh, it's you.
It's you.
I said that the first episode. Like, wow. Okay. Oh, it was annoying me how they kept cutting to the back room and everybody fighting for a line. Shut up. We trying to listen to the people on the stage.
Right.
That was annoying me. Not that we don't care. It's just like, we don't care. Yeah, we don't care about outside commentary. We want to hear the people who are involved talking about it. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Come on now. Everybody fighting for a lot, saying stuff that we do not care about. How does your body count go down, Austin?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. Austin is funny. Like, literally, sometimes. It's like stuff like that. It's just like, what are you talking about?
I didn't find anything funny.
I thought it was just like, what?
I was just like, okay. Like the not paying attention. I didn't find anything.
No, the not paying attention. I thought something was wrong the whole time. That comment though, I was just like, what? But when he wasn't paying attention, didn't know what was going on, I was low key like, what did you do before this?
I didn't find anything funny.
What did you do before this? Okay.
Yeah, I was not amused. Coco.
I loved her bangs. I will say that. I love the bangs. But go ahead.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what they look like. Right. Yes.
They looked good.
Mm-hmm. They weren't thick at all.
No, they were good.
I was like, oh, I could not remember. I was like, dang, what was her hairstyle? But I'm like, okay, now I remember. It's like a bun.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
To say that you weren't trying to say anything bad about the girls, but then like comments kind of being shady, it's like, okay, what is it?
She was contradicting herself. But it was just like, I don't know. I don't know what went through her mind. I don't know if she came out and was like gonna, say things toward the girls and then realized everyone loved them and now she's trying to backtrack to be with them. I don't know if that was her angle. I don't
think that was her angle. I think that everyone came out and let social media influence how they presented towards situations. Yes. And I think that's very clear.
Very clear. Especially with what Huda said.
Yeah. Well, she admitted it. Yeah, she admitted it. But that's what I think happened there. And it's kind of like, that's messed up. To let social media influence what you're saying towards people who
you met.
You
know them. Like Alandria said, you could have spoken on their true character because you knew them. But instead
you could have just spoken of experiences. But you said you didn't really have any, so don't speak on it at all. Yeah, they also called out Vanna for it.
Yeah.
And Nick kind of said a comment. Now everyone didn't do what they did or something like that. Now everyone doesn't mean it. Because everyone was backtracking. I was living for how everyone was clocking. Everybody got on that stage and had something to clock. Yes. Some of them got clocked into silence, but I appreciate that everyone got out there trying to clock something. Mm-hmm. And in that little segment, Alandria and Shelly, they clocked it.
Yes.
I was dying laughing at Zach K was zooming in from home, and then when he was asleep,
he literally was like he was getting comfortable.
I was like, me too.
Literally,
that is so funny. I was surprised Brian clocked Zach K.
Really?
Yes, I didn't know that they had beef.
I think Brian be trying to stand on business at times, so I don't know. It made sense to me.
I haven't watched any Brian interviews or content, so I didn't know what the lore was. But he said that Zach did it for the money.
Yeah.
And then Zach was denying it.
And I like that Amaya, she also was like, it did seem like once you found out America liked me, you became kind of performative. And his response kind of didn't help the situation because he was just like, okay, like it was very performative. His entire run on the show was performative. It was very clear.
Amaya went into every conversation genuinely with the matches, and you could tell how at certain points people were trying to manipulate that and say things that maybe she wanted to hear, this, that, and the third. She genuinely came in to those conversations. Like, you can't say that she didn't.
Right.
So it's kind of a slap in the face to think that you can sit around and put, like, Elan, not that he was being manipulative, but it's, you had one conversation with her.
Yeah. And then what did you think?
Why are you a contender in this? But maybe that's just the way they edited it, that he was a contender. But I'm like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know. They try to play with my girl Maya.
But Zach kind of didn't care.
No.
Well, you could tell he was kind of clocked out.
He definitely was clocked out.
Jaden feeling blindsided by Austin.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't understand what's going on.
Because, okay, you said that you guys weren't exclusive. You didn't care, what he did or whatever. I guess he didn't tell you that he was talking to other people and then you got mad about it.
But she said, I don't care as long as you tell me.
Okay, well then that's it.
So that's the problem.
Yeah.
That he didn't tell her. But,
I don't know. It just seemed weird.
Yeah. I feel like we weren't invested in them. So it was kind of like, okay.
Like, whatever.
I thought it was interesting that with the Standing on Business challenge, Huda writing the Grayson and Pepe stand on business. Mm-hmm. And first of all, that it hurt Grayson and you didn't think how that would affect her. Mm-hmm. And you just were trying to clock a moment on her behalf was very mean. But you were afraid. You couldn't say that you said that, but you stood up to saying the other ones. Like, she stood up to saying the one with Shelly. Yeah. So why couldn't you stand up and say that one? Like, just, it's called stand on business. It's like, just stand on it. And then to say it later, like, you might as well just said it then.
I don't know. It didn't really make sense to me. I was just like, in the moment watching it, I never understood why she didn't just say it. I don't know. Everyone else was saying it, so it was just kind of like, and then now that made it worse because now people were talking and everything, and now you're afraid, and it was just too much. But I definitely felt kind of bad for Grayson in that moment.
Justice for Grayson.
Yeah, like
I feel like Grayson, out of everybody in the whole villa, I'm like, justice for Grayson. She came there, she's trying to explore a connection, and I feel like they did her dirty and then sent her home.
Yeah, because even with the Pepe thing, it's like,
dang,
like
everybody is talking about me. Yeah. He's feeling some type of way about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Then all of a sudden tonight, you guys are saying it, and then you send her home. She did not deserve that. No. Justice for Grayson.
And she never had a chance to even explore anything else. Like, she didn't have a chance to do anything.
Justice for Grayson.
Justice for Grayson.
I get it. I understand why she felt the way she did. Because you will feel that way too.
Yeah.
Justice for Grayson.
Poor thing. Oh my gosh. And of course, Coco feels the same way about Ace. That she didn't get a chance to explore anyone else other than Ace.
But Coco wasn't there. Coco was not there.
But even before,
Pepe and Grayson were coupled up in the regular villa.
Yeah.
Coco wasn't
before
there.
That, Coco still felt like...
But that was like 3 days though. Like, I feel like Grayson's situation is different.
No, it was
because
different.
She was there in a couple with him trying to explore. Like, that was a totally different situation, I feel.
Yeah. That's just what she said. How
everyone talking behind your back, like, really?
That's not just how she felt. She piggybacked off the situation.
Oh.
At the reunion.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. No, at the reunion, she knows she piggybacked off the situation. But, listen, it is what it is.
Okay. I also felt like when Huda apologized for that, she, like, bombards you with compliments when she feels like she's done something wrong. Like, that's it's kind of like, tactic. I love you, you're the best. Like, even though, girl, you knew you were trying to hurt me.
No, that's a manipulation tactic.
Or trying to make you look better in the situation. I don't know. I just felt like that was Okay.
What did you think with the them showing the extra clips on the conversation with Huda and Shelly about Huda bringing Chris back?
I felt like it was literally what they were saying. I was like, why are we watching this clip? They literally just told us this to our face. The problem was not what they said, as they just both told us to their face. I was like, am I missing something? The clip literally just said what both Shelly and Huda just told us. They both just told us that Huda said she brought him back for both of them. The conflict was Shelly said that made her feel uncomfortable, that she was always like, it's for both of us, it's for both of us. That situation, that setup was uncomfortable for her. Not what she said.
Right.
Like, you're purposely misunderstanding what is happening. Like, we both just said that, so why are we watching this clip?
I don't know where it got misconstrued, like online, social media. People coming at Shelly, people coming at Huda. I was like, they literally both said the same thing. They literally
both just said the same thing.
So
why are we watching this clip? They agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand that. I was like, okay. They both the girls just explained that to us. Hannah crying.
No, I'm sorry.
With Charlie.
Yeah.
I was like, that was like one of the worst dumpings.
It was horrible.
She had just made that connection with him, and then we had already voted. America voted already. He got paired up with him. Then they sent Charlie home. I was like, dang. I still don't understand why they sent Hannah home. Even watching the clip, it was like, I mean, okay, but I wouldn't have sent Hannah home.
Yeah. Watching the extra, when they showed the whole conversation, I feel like I didn't get an answer as to why they sent Hannah home.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter, but if that's what everyone was looking for, I don't think they got that answer. I think, they just chose.
Yeah.
They said 1, 2, 3, Hannah. Like,
yeah.
I think
I don't think I would have sent Hannah home because she had a connection. Yeah. But that's how it was this season. It was kind of like the season, once you do find a connection, you left. Mm-hmm. So if that's how it is, then, that's how it is. I do think that America voted for Hannah to go home. Mm-hmm. So if it was that situation, it would have happened anyway. Because when they showed how America voted, whoever they voted out, they would have been gone anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter. But yeah, I still wouldn't have voted Hannah out just from thinking about how I would have been thinking about Love Island.
Exactly.
But I wasn't on the show.
Right.
That was their experience and how they felt about Love Island. So I don't think it mattered why they voted Hannah out, to be honest.
It's just it was her closure, really.
Yeah.
It was for Hannah. Like, Hannah needed to see that. We low-key didn't need to see it.
Yeah.
Hannah needed.
Because I was kind of like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, why is she crying? Like, this is terrible. Like, what is happening? Charlie saying Taylor should have gone home. Like, yo, Taylor, they be... all of a sudden somebody comes up and gives Taylor a lashing. Like, right. Taylor be sitting there quiet. Like, how did Taylor get in it? Oh gosh, that was okay. I thought it was. Why did Andy said ballet?
Oh my gosh, he said ballet.
Like, he did that on purpose. Right. Like, really? Like, they go, oh, Bella. Boy, you do. Right. He did that on purpose.
Oh my god. It just made it funnier because it wasn't Beldasha, no. Ballet.
Right. That's like her nickname, Beldasha, but ballet was funny. Okay. I mean, it was cool to see her, but she left pretty early, so
yeah, she was the first person to leave. So
yeah, she said that her and Huda had a good relationship and they are friends and everything. They haven't spoken since they left the villa, but maybe they'll like catch up or whatever, because she said they were friends. So
yeah,
maybe she'll reach out to her now. Jeremiah
addressing everything.
Jeremiah came out there mad.
No, he came out there with something
and
to say.
He had something to say,
For
and
sure.
he came out there to clock everybody. He first went to go clock Huda about manipulation and lying about the date and everything like that, or the moving in with the lying about all of that.
I'm glad he
and so he kind of called her out for that. He called out Ace for allegedly ringleading everything. Then all of a sudden it flipped. Ace started clocking him. Then Ace, I was like, what is happening to me? Ace won the reunion. Ace was clocking everybody. I was like,
he said clocking.
And I came in unbiased, like, okay, who is gonna clock? Ace clocked and was redeemed. They played the clip.
Yes.
Because Austin and Jeremiah were talking big for like the first segment about Ace and what he did and how he was telling everybody what to do and all this stuff. And then they played the clip. And Ace said nothing.
Nothing.
And then after that, it was a backtrack.
Yep.
And it was silent. I was like, oh, wow.
Ace sent this.
Because everybody thought that. Yeah, everyone was online, like Ace ringleader stuff. So when they showed that clip, and I was like, oh, he didn't say anything.
That also proved that those guys had their own opinion. Because Nick didn't even agree with the opinion.
Yeah.
But he was outvoted. But that just shows they weren't just, okay, Ace, whatever you say, Ace. No, they had a real conversation.
Nick tried to vote Austin out.
Yeah, so love that they showed that clip.
Even like, because, okay, Jeremiah was clocking Ace, and then Jeremiah was like, you don't know that's a joke. Like, I was saying a joke, and then Ace came back and clocked how Austin said a joke about sending Jeremiah home and said, you see how sometimes jokes can lead to someone going home? I said, why are you clocking everything?
Now, do you think that Jeremiah was love bombing Huda?
I feel like they both had their faults in that relationship. I don't think it was on one or the other. I think someone took it too far. But I think they both had their faults in that. It can't be put on one person. And I feel like that set the tone to like, I feel like because their situation was so toxic, it like ruined the season. Like, you know,
yeah,
it kind of made it uncomfortable for everyone else.
It was like a dark cloud
and ruined their experience.
Yes,
I feel like their situation ruined everyone else's.
It was a dark cloud
for a while, at least, not the whole thing, but you know, yeah.
Also, I noticed Jalen was not there. I don't know if they would have.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, he was not there. I don't know what they would have. I mean, I feel like maybe they would have addressed how like much love that he got out of the villa, you know, like, which is awesome. We love that. But yeah, he was not there.
Yeah,
I think he's out traveling. So I love that for him, getting those stamps on that passport.
Then after all of this clocking that Ace did, Ace came and clocked Amaya. I said, "What did Amaya do? What did Amaya do?" Because I thought everyone was mad at Ace for Amaya.
Right.
Ace said, and you came back and made a social media post. I was like, oh, I didn't even see the post.
Me either.
I was like, oh, wow. And then it was kind of like, she was like, oh, I, talked to you about that. And he's kind of like, well, you did it publicly. Address me publicly. I was like, wow. That's when I was like, oh, he's spending on business, clocking everybody. I was like, what did Amaya do?
Literally.
He said, and Amaya. I said.
She tried to shut it down quick. She was like, hold on, wait. I already talked to you. No, we're going to talk about it here.
I was like, what did Amaya do?
Right now.
Amaya didn't do. But that sounded like a misunderstanding. Yeah. And, she didn't mean for that to happen and all the things. But I was like, wait. Now, now we're into this Huda thing. We already talked about the laughing at the terrible moments instead of showing growth.
Yeah.
That that wasn't right in certain situations. How it might have made other people feel, showing your remorseful person, all of the things, just laughing at it to try and seem like, oh, I don't care, is kind of like
weird.
We know. We know now. We know.
Yeah, we know what you
okay. Andy saying she was bullied. Andy kind of clocking as a viewer, when exactly were you bullied, because nobody saw that. And she was like, she didn't think she was bullied until she started reading tweets.
Yeah. And seeing clips.
But then I'm like, because, okay, if you're seeing clips, that's Twitter and that's TikTok.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're reading what your fans are saying, and you're seeing all these clips, but then you didn't see the tweets that were racist. But how did you not see the racist tweets when they were the same tweets talking about bullying? And then Olandria and Shelley said they told you about the tweets multiple times. But you still are saying that you didn't see these tweets. Then you're saying you weren't bullied. You should have used a different word. Then you're saying you saw one clip of someone looking at you that you thought was bullying. Then
it's just like, it was a lot of back. For me, one, for you to come out and say that you were bullied or you felt bullied, and now we know you said that because of something that you saw when you were out of the villa.
And we know you said that after Olandria had already brought it to attention that she was being attacked racially on your behalf.
That, to me, is insane. So really, your experience was not that you were bullied.
Right.
That was your experience. You were not bullied. So why would you go and say that? That's crazy. And then not put a name to it. So now people are getting accused. I just think that's insane. I think it's insane.
And feeding like the racist hate train towards people is crazy. Olandria told you multiple times. You're telling her multiple times that you're going to address it, and then you don't. And you see that you know what's happening because you saw. She told you multiple times. So you saying you didn't know is not valid.
It's not valid.
And then people are putting her face on things like George Floyd, which is so vile, for you to not say anything until a reunion multiple times when people are telling you how much you have hurt them, to finally kind of be like, well, race is bad, obviously, but I was getting racially attacked too.
Right. Just turning it back to
Okay,
girl.
That's where I'm kind of like, all right. I don't when it comes to that kind of stuff, like the racism and not to have people attack someone with a George Floyd photo on your behalf and not say anything. I'm like, I'm done with it. I like they said, they don't have to be friends. I don't think they should be friends after this, because it's just they have two different ways of moving through the world, and wish everyone the best. That's it.
I'm glad they said that, because I didn't know what they were gonna say, like how they were gonna answer that question, but I'm glad they both were like, we don't need to be friends after this. It's just not. How can you trust someone after that? You're saying, I'm going to put out, say something about this, and for you not to say it.
And how could that not be a priority?
How could that not be a priority? Like, insane.
Yeah, it takes 5 seconds. How could that not be a priority?
Right.
When that is so dangerous. Racism, I don't know. And the heart rate challenge clip.
Whew.
the laughing again at the clips, even though people are saying how they feel, trying to dodge the questions, dodging Andy's questions about how you would react, because you know how you would react. You talking about Chris, we talking about Jeremiah
Right.
at the beginning.
I was like, why did she bring up Chris when Andy clearly said Jeremiah?
That, you know why she didn't answer that question? Because we know what the reaction would have been.
We saw a snippet of it with Iris, and she barely did anything.
So,
please,
you know, again, I'm not. It's like redundant to say what we just saw. We know what we saw, and it's, you know, unfortunate that in 2025 these things are still happening, and I hope that everyone on the cast is okay mentally.
Yeah.
Because the bullying, the social media,
it's gotta stop.
The hate trains, the fueling of the hate trains to try and get clout, the changing our opinions based on what people are saying, random people. And you don't even know. You could be talking to like, it's like 12-year-olds, like literally watching this show, making random rage bait. And like, you have to like remember that, like, and not everyone is in there, right? Don't.
I think for next season, I feel like everyone needs to be mature in, I don't know, their reactions. Of course, people are gonna react, things happen, whatever, but we have to remember that these are real people, you know, real feelings. Like, some things on social media, it got taken way too far this season. And, you know, it's not fun when you take it to
it's
that level.
Not fun.
It's not fun. And this whole thing is supposed to be just fun, you know?
Like, yeah.
Between America, this show, like, it's, you know, it's not fun when you take it that far.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all we have to say about the reunion. That's a close on season 7. Yes.
Yes.
What did you guys think? How did you guys feel? Yes. I hope that everyone on the cast is okay and can move on with a better attitude and really reflect and mature about situations that have happened, and really unpack, you know, the severity of it. And I think it's a conversation that a lot of people need to have. People online, I hope that they can reflect and mature, and like everybody. It's just
everybody.
Terrible.
Both the men and women on the show a lot.
Yeah.
Mentally, you guys went through a lot. So I really hope that you guys can take the time now that everything is over, just to really reflect and just mentally be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully the racism will be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye. Bye.